The first article of faith, that is, the first dogma in which we must believe, affirms that God is an all-powerful Father, creator of heaven and earth. We saw, first of all, that man, guided only by the natural light of reason, is able to attain a certain sure knowledge of the existence of a creative and omnipotent God, the ordering intelligence of the entire cosmos. We also saw that this same God, through the SS, Scripture has revealed to us the truth of its creative power, which consists not only in producing things out of nothing, ex nihilo, but also in conserving them continuously in being. It is for this reason that we say that He is intimately present in all things and places, not in the way of a subtle and mysterious fluid that penetrates everything, but with His power and is the first cause on which all His people depend. Effects. We now need to take a step further and focus on another specific point in our Catholic faith. We believe, therefore, that God created all things, that is, heaven and earth. But what, precisely, do we mean by these two words, heaven and earth? Well, the Niceno-Constantinopolitan symbol, whose origin we will study in another class, specifies quite clearly the meaning of these two terms when declaring that heaven and earth mean all things visible and invisible. In addition to material realities, represented by the earth, therefore, God also created spiritual realities, represented by heaven, which are not seen with eyes of flesh. These invisible realities to which we refer correspond both to our souls, capable of subsisting separate from bodies, and to angels, immaterial creatures inferior to God and superior to us. It is an order of created reality that is not subject to variations in the material, transitory and corruptible world, and, therefore, within the most consistent and real scope of all creation. In fact, everything that is material is, by definition, perishable. Metals rust, flowers wither, animals suffer and die, our bodies age, the whole world, in a word, crumbles day after day, like grass the flower, which dries and falls, cf. 1 Peter 1:24. The permanent and eternal, therefore, can only be found there where there is no matter and decomposition. Now, what characterizes the spiritual world of angels and human souls, in addition to their natural immortality and incorruptibility, is the power to perform two acts that no merely material being is capable of: knowing the truth and wanting the good, that is, love. In fact, only truth and love are eternal. They will last forever, so that only something that, in one way or another, participates in your eternity could capture and want you. However, man has the peculiarity of being a creature that is both spiritual and material. We are not pure spirits, like the angels, but neither is it more or less organized raw material. With other corporeal beings we have in common, for example, existence, like minerals, organic and vegetative life, like plants, and sensitivity, like animals. With angels, however, we have in common something much higher, situated at a level that transcends the sphere of pure materiality, namely, the powers of intelligence and will, through which we seek the truth and tend to the good, make alliances and love pacts, and we rise above all other animals. This double dimension that constitutes us, spirit and matter, makes us a true compendium or summary of the entire universe. That is why in many holy fathers we find the expression microcosm applied to describe the human being. If we look at our soul, we contemplate the beautiful sky that the Lord has endowed us with. If we look at our body, we see the most knowledgeable art with which God synthesized in us the perfections granted to other living beings. Together, body and soul make up substantially one creature, man, the summit of all creation, a marvel of God's works.